This election is going to come down to immigration versus abortion. They're going to run on the border, and the Democrats are going to run on the woman's right to have an abortion.
I mean, it's an interesting issue. It never used to be such a hot issue in America, abortion. It's only in the last few decades it's suddenly become this big political fighting block thing.
Really?
You know, and if you look at it, is really. If you go back like 30, 40 years, it wasn't such an incendiary issue. Whereas if you take Europe, for example, by comparison, the 60 countries of Europe, actually there are many countries in Europe where it's completely illegal to have an abortion. Poland, Malta, you know, places like Andorra, you know. So, and if you look at Germany and France and countries like that, it can be 10, 12 weeks is the term limit that you're allowed to have an abortion legally. So America is not such an outlier. It does go to the States. I think a lot of Americans on the left do think that this is somehow a really unique American problem or an issue that only pertains to them in terms of the legality of abortions. Actually, comparative to Europe, it's not massively dissimilar.
But the thing that's crazy is at a time when America is facing so many huge geopolitical threats, where there's a huge tech revolution going on, where the economy is faced with all kinds of challenges, the idea that you're fighting an election around this issue seems to be, you know, just strange. Back to the 19th century.
Well, not if you believe it's murder. You know, that's why I don't understand the 15-week thing. Or Trump's plan is, let's leave it to the states. You mean, so killing babies is okay in some states? Like, I can respect the absolutist position. I really can. I scold the left on when they say, oh, you know what? They just hate women, people who aren't pro-life, pro-choice. They don't hate women. They just made that up. They think it's murder. And it kind of is. I'm just okay with that. I am. I mean, there's 8 billion people in the world. I'm sorry, we won't miss you. That's my position on it. What?
It's quite harsh, Bill.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not
Is
sure
that not your position if you're pro-choice?
Isn't that mainly because you don't like children? I mean,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
no. I mean, but if you said you're pro-choice, that's your position too.
Yeah, and by the way,